know. We don't want to know. Yeah. Oh, while I'm waiting, let me do this. I don't want to know your dirty little secrets. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Get that out of the way. Okay, let me find my little message thing, y'all. And we can get the chat going. We can get the chat going. Let's take the overlay off right now. What's good? What's good? What's good? How y'all doing today on this lovely day? I don't need to know your dirty little secrets. Oh, I don't need to know your dirty little secrets. Yeah, I don't want to know your dirty, dirty little secrets. Yeah, what's good? How y'all doing? Let some people get on here. I know it's Saturday, Saturday. My days have really been off too. My days have really been off. I don't know what's up with that, but I guess it was the holidays, the holidays, come around and then you'd be like, okay, what day is it? Hey, Cass Mankind, how you doing? Who else say good morning? MNSK, how you doing, love? How are you, baby? Who is this? Okay. How y'all doing? Okay. Yeah. I don't need to know your dirty little secrets. Rachika, ya do, ya dab. Hi, how are y'all? How y'all doing today on this Saturday day? It's a rainy day here where I'm at. It's no sun out. Thank goodness for the ring light. The ring light is really, lighting is so important. And if you don't have that, you may look distorted. You may look darker. You may look, what I'm saying? So it's no sun out right now. I am from, okay, let me see what you say, baby. Hey, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, baby. Nolans, yeah. Y'all know this where the Super Bowl is going to be held in New Orleans, Louisiana. Okay? That is where it's going down. Okay? I won't be a part of it because, it's just going to be so much chaos and, all kind of bull crap going on. So I don't want to be a part of it. But, yeah, that's where it's going down in my hometown, in my city. Okay, so, we're going to have to pray that, they just keep it good and don't do nothing crazy, with all that old hood stuff. Baby, I don't speak Hindi. I don't speak Hindi, baby. No Hindi, no Hindi, no Hindi, no Hindi. No Hindi, boo. No Hindi. You know, we got to open up our eyes, and recognize, because sometimes it be hard to discern some of these, these little DLs, these little DLs, boy, the one I'm going to show y'all. Little DLs, you would never think it. You would never think it. So don't never go by, you know, these little men that's, with their little, goatees and mustaches and all that, that don't mean nothing, baby. Okay? And when the secrets come out, baby, they be ready to do something dirty. Yeah, baby, I don't speak Hindi and I'm so sorry. I wish YouTube did have a translation thing on here. Hi, Paulo. Manazo, how you doing? How you doing? Peace to you, baby. Peace to you. I wish YouTube did have that. Next time they ask me to do a survey, I may go ahead on and put that in there. But can y'all, because some people speak other languages that may want to be on the site and be a part of the site, but they don't understand what I'm saying. So if we can incorporate, and I know they can because they are billionaires, right? They are billionaires and they can incorporate anything they want to incorporate. Okay? Just like they made these robots to do everything, they can make these phones do everything. Your channel is Mono, yes, y'all know. I don't know what that means, baby. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Salute, Trey. Salute, girl. So yeah, so nowadays, you know, the DL men are looking more and more like your regular, typical man. You know, it's not the guy that's that looks like he's that. It's the ones that's hard, rough looking. You know, and this story is really crazy because and he wasn't a bad looking guy. He was all, had his little, nice little beard and everything. Had everything, but he was battling demons too, because, when you go that way, when you're dealing with the P. Diddy type deal, when you in that P. Diddy type situation, you know, and that's what he was in. So he was battling so many demons till he even took his own mom out. First, he took his cousin out because she's the one that exposed the secret, you know, and he let him know, look, I'm sorry, but you gotta go. You gotta go because you exposed my dirty secret. But it was really crazy. But I was like, you take your mom out too, babies. These demons are so real. So that's what he did. No one knew until his cousin exposed him, baby. So we got to be really careful when we're dealing and dating. And right now with dating and everything, I'm really just like turned off because people is just not trustworthy these days. People are so wicked and demonic, and they won't turn away from their sin. They won't turn away from their sin. So it's very scary out here. Very scary. I was looking at another show where on the dating sites, it's a lot of people getting their lives taken. Oh yeah, it was a girl on POF dating sites. They have these dating apps also. She met the guy and went to his house, so he came to her house. And when he pulls up, he had a bag in his hand, right? Like a little bag. Like she's like, okay, what's really going on? So she didn't think too, well, she did, but she still let him in. And when he came in, they watched the movie, or whatever they did. And guess what he did? He slit her, you know? Thank God she survived and lived. So it's just so much wickedness and scariness out here, till, it makes you just don't even want to deal with nobody unless you really got to test their spirit. You really have to ask, like, God, look, I'm on this dating scene right now and I need you to give me discernment because it is so many wicked men and it's wicked women too. It's wicked women too. And you'd be surprised of people that's involved in wickedness. But you really have to pray. So that girl got her throat slit. So on these dating sites, it's a lot of women getting lined up. A lot of them get lined up because they're on there looking for sugar daddies and all this. And a lot of sugar daddies. I was watching another program where the sugar daddy got the girl, and guess what? Unalived her. So people searching for the wrong things, and you're gonna get what you looking for. Don't go looking; just let it come to you. So multiple stories, multiple cases of the same stuff. Let me see who's else on here right now. I'm sorry, y'all. The same stuff. So this guy here is not your typical guy, you know. And even from my last video, the guy, he said when he was in prison, and then when he got out, he got a whole box full of letters from men in prison writing him. And he also is living with a man that everyone thinks they're just homies, when they're really on DL doing what they do, you know what I'm saying. But in the streets they dabbing each other off like they homies and stuff like that, so the world is getting so wicked right now. It is so wicked, and people are under demon possession. A lot of people don't know what's going on, but they're under demon possession, okay? And this is why a lot of these men is going this way, is because a lot of things we do in life, we're opening up the doors for the demonic realm, okay? We're opening the doors for the demonic realm. And just like I had to explain to a lot of people, like, look, they say, well, you can pray all during the day. No, it's something special about the midnight prayer. It's something special about the midnight prayer. So I have to really explain to people and go look it up and let them know this is heavy, heightened satanic activity. So a lot of these people are stricken and afflicted with demons, okay? Anytime you go kill your mom and you go kill your cousin, unalive your cousin, unalive your mom, and unalive your girl, unalive your wife that you walk down the aisle with and said, I do. Okay? So the world is so wicked, and it's just such a turnoff right now, because the very person that you can walk down the aisle with, like I'm watching stories, yesterday and today, the men is just losing their mind. They can't take rejection. They don't understand. Well, look, it's not working. Let me move on. You do you. I'm gonna do me, and we just, let each other go. No, they want to come looking for you, and they want to take you out the game. Okay, they want to take you out the game. But these guys on the DL nowadays, they are looking more like your normal men. Okay, because this guy, for the show y'all, you would never even think that he was on the DL. Okay, but what you can see is he was fighting demons. Okay, you have to be aware of this. It's a lot of women, they ignore when the red flags are up. And I've done that too. I've ignored red flags. I've ignored red flags, but some red flags are like, oh no, baby, I got to head for the hills. You feel me? So some red flags we just cannot accept. Okay, and we cannot just brush it off. But baby, you just don't know what you're getting out here, okay? And then I'm also looking at another video, and I'm probably going to, share that too in another video, where Houston and Atlanta is the number one thing for, that gangster for the package. And a lot of people migrating, to Texas, so you got to be very careful who you lay down with and sleep with, because people's not going to disclose their conditions with you, okay? And they don't have to look like they have it these days, okay? And then another thing, you know, these people in the pharmaceutical industries, they putting out that bull crap medication that they claim, oh, if you take this, oh, you can go undetected. And yeah, it's people still coming up with it, but they want you to take that and, still have, they think, well, we on this bull crap medication, we can still have unprotected sex. No, people is really upset with that bull crap because they're still contracting and they're still giving it out to people. So don't be fooled, okay? Don't be fooled. And also learn your packaged medicines, learn your packaged medicines. If you're on a date and you got opportunity to go look in medicine cabinets and all that bull crap, learn the medications, okay? And you can see what people are taking, okay? Don't just go jump in bed. Give it a day or so, do your dirty work, do your homework, okay? Do your homework, but you have to learn how to discern evil people and wicked people, okay? Because certain people I look at, I see demons on them. I know they're demonic, and I won't even waste my time with them, okay? And also, we're going to raise awareness on the package deal because, even a lot of people think, oh, well, they get married and, they're safe. No, because it's a lot of married women that is sitting home. Yeah, learn English, baby. That's all we have to do. It's a lot of married men, at home that have wives. I was looking at a story. A beautiful girl. Husband gave her the package, baby. Okay, and when he got with her, he knew he had the damn package. Okay. So I got to get back into that story too, but you can't trust nobody. Don't trust nobody word for it. No, don't do none of that bull crap. Start going in medicine cabinets, learn your medications and what their uses are for. Okay. Learn that. That way, if you go in there and you see some Biscobia or whatever that bull crap medication is that they got to take, okay, to keep it undetectable, don't fall for that bull crap. They're saying that stuff is just a setup, baby, for you to go out there and to keep spreading and thinking you just know. I don't care what you're taking. If you're taking it to be undetected, I'm still don't want to lay with you. I don't want to take no chances. I wouldn't even do that bull crap. Okay? So learn to use discernment. Okay? And we just can't go by looks all the time because it's people that's 150 pounds, 200 pounds, still walking around with it. Okay, so we're gonna share this story on what this demon did. Okay, all because he wanted to lay and be on the DL. He wanted to be on the DL, not your typical guy that you would think. Okay, not your typical guy. It's a guy that probably a lot of girls was hollering at, shooting they shot at, didn't know they was talking to a demon. You know, they was talking to a demon, but by him, having this look, they so beard out gang. They love the men with the beards. So they go for these demons. And most of these men that look good today are really demonic. They're demonic because most of them they're so into themselves. They don't have time for a woman. I seen one on Instagram, baby. But I give it to him. He fly, fly, fly. He got a bad pad. I don't know. I think he may have his own truck. I don't know what he do, but baby, you know what? He's single and he's all into his damn self, boo. Okay, he's all into himself. Why you don't have a woman? What are you waiting for? Till you get 59, ninja? What you waiting for? But that's when he's going to want to settle down. Right now, he's busy playing. He's probably 38 now, probably hitting 40. You know what I'm saying? He want to play. He want the attention from the ladies. He's an attention seeker. You know what I'm saying? And the women on there just blowing his head up bigger, bigger, and bigger, and bigger, and bigger. You know what I'm saying? But these are the type of men that you just got to be like, oh, okay, yeah, you look good, but not that good for me to be sweating you or thinking you all that. Okay, so I'm out. Peace out. It ain't that type of party. Because, see, them type of men, they going to want to settle down when they broke down, when they full of gray, and they got a bunch of health issues. Now you want to settle down. No, no, no. Turn them down. I seen one. I seen one. I seen one, okay? Broke down. Now he's 60. Want to be a rap artist right now. Why you want to be a rap artist? Okay. And no, you can never come for me, boo, on no kind of level like that because first of all, I already know how you roll. Okay. And it's one thing about these zodiac signs, I'm gonna get away from that because every zodiac sign has a demon attached to it. Okay. So we're not gonna claim the zodiac signs. We're not gonna claim none of that. Cause see, like every zodiac Libra, they single or they promiscuous than the son of a gun. They promiscuous than the son of a gun. Okay. I know a bunch of Libras that's promiscuous than the son of a gun. And if a man ever tell me or told me there was a Libra, I'm not gonna waste my time with you. Because one thing we're not gonna do, you're not gonna be playing me, and you're not gonna be dipping and dabbing out here in these streets. Because it's so easy for me to just let you go and let you just go do you. You know what I'm saying? It's just so easy. Madeline, what? What, baby? What does that mean, Madeline? How are you today? You know? So, they want to wait till they get old and gray. Okay, but these type of men you got to watch out for. The ones that's all into themselves, think they just all that, boo. And these are the ones I be like, baby, look, no, boo, no. I'm gonna let these women chase you down and let them blow your head up, and I'm gonna be the one gonna ignore your calls, gonna duck and dodge you, and gonna make you feel like an ant. Okay, that's how little I will make them feel. I will let them know. But anyway, okay, you're white. That's fine. How are you doing? I mean, we're not racist over here. We're not racist over here at all. We accept everybody. So salute to you. Salute to you. I don't know why you don't have a picture up, or what's going on in your world. I don't know what the big secret is with a lot of people, but a lot of people just don't want to be seen no more. They just want to be sitting behind the avatars, and they can speak and talk, and nobody never know who they are. Never know who they are. So anyway, let me get on with this dang on story, y'all. Hold tight. 1 second. 1 second. Watch out, buddy. All right. Yeah, these people is something else, man. They something else. I said, dog, be quiet. Okay, so let me go here and put it on the back camera. And then we're going to turn it on now. Okay, so let's bring that a little closer. That way we can see what's going on. Okay, so let me see. This is Deadless channel. Okay, I don't know, but they be having some good stories, great stories. So until they meet the slaves who built this ruin but still existing world. 9:36. Bryce posts, "I love you, babe." Tagged his cousin, then said, "See you in expletives." 4 minutes later, deputies were called to a shooting in Palmetto where they found Bryce's cousin, Sequoia Bryce, in an SUV. She later died. 25-year-old DeAndre McGinnis told a judge in court that he was sorry and didn't mean to his girlfriend, who was 24-year-old Tremia Darden of Avalona. He walked into that hotel room, looked at the mother and said, "I'm sorry." She asked, "What did you do?" And he shot her 3 times in front of the boyfriend and these 2 innocent young juveniles. A relationship or marriage is supposed to be built on trust, right? It means that both parties in the relationship have to trust that they're telling each other the truth at all times. But what happens when that trust is not just broken, but shattered in the most horrifying way imaginable? Imagine falling in love with a man and thinking you're going to spend the rest of your life, only to find out years down the line that your husband has been hiding a dark secret. A secret worth killing for. In those truly chilling cases, those marriages have ended not just in heartbreak, but in bloodshed. When gay men, caught cheating with other men, made the unthinkable decision to murder their wives. What pushes someone to such an extreme? Is it fear of being exposed, shame, or sheer desperation? Javante Bryce had quite a few run-ins with law enforcement, and we're seeing a pattern in those court documents, but the question remains, could something have been done to prevent Monday night's tragic? Javante Bryce. 28-year-old Javante Bryce's story is one of heartbreak, tragedy, and unthinkable violence, rooted in secrecy and societal pressures. A young man from Florida, Bryce had been living a double life, struggling to reconcile his sexual identity with the expectations of those around him. For years, he hid his relationships with men, fearing judgment and rejection, particularly from his deeply religious and traditional family. But on June 23rd, 2024, the secret he was desperately trying to hide was leaked, and what followed was unimaginable horror. My heart and brain filled with trauma and pain. Life is heavy and heaven is scary. Hi, A-Line. Up us comes down. I am not a shooting star, but many people plead my love like a talk, while others listen while smoking their cigar. Javante Bryce was one of those people who seemed like they were searching for something but never quite found it. He went to Savannah State University, where he was known as a quiet and introspective student. But after graduating, his life didn't really take off. People who knew him said he didn't seem to have much direction, and he just drifted along without a clear plan. One thing that stood out about Javante. See, typical hood man, thugged out, you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch him, Demonic. Look at his eyes. Demons. Look at his eyes. Just straight demonic. You got to look in these men's eyes, look in these people's eyes, okay? See if they got a soul. This man is soulless, okay? He probably had a legion of demons up in him, okay? Let's go on with the story. Was his love for poetry.
He wasn't the kind of guy to stand up at open mics or share his work with everyone, but those who saw his writing said it was deep and emotional.
I asked the Lord to remove me, rebuild me, reaccept me. But the Lord told me he had to have a conversation with the devil before approval. Really? So what do you think I like to society?
His poems often touched on themes like loneliness and inner conflict, which made a lot of people think he was wrestling with some personal demons. It was almost like he was using his poetry to say things he couldn't say out loud.
Want you to split and slice their throats and drop them to the Atlantic Ocean on a speedboat and watch them sink until they meet the slaves who built this ruined but still existing world.
But even with the creative outlet that he had, Javante stayed pretty closed off. He wasn't the type to open up about his feelings or struggles, which made it hard for anyone to really understand what he was going through. As time went on, while many of his friends were starting careers or families, he seemed stuck.
Society laughed at me. Society joked about me. So when I walk this earth, I'm laughed at. Laughed at from the deaf, from the blind, from the weak and the broken.
That sense of being left behind, combined with the pressure of keeping a big part of himself hidden, seemed to weigh on him. Javante had grown up pretty close to his family and had kids with his ex-wife who lived in Atlanta.
Oh, you didn't tell me all that. I got a 5 on it. Yeah.
The relationship with his ex-wife ended because Javante had a mental illness. Things were good when he was on his meds, but when...
So the thing about the mental illness, that's what they say. But it's really demons up in these people. It's really demons. And the minute they find Christ and go get themselves and seek deliverance and cast them demons out of them, they won't be them type of people. They can throw all their meds and stuff away. But this is real life stuff. Now this is a ninja from the hood, thugged out, everything. You know what I'm saying? Living a double life.
When he was off them, he would get so aggressive in violence. And though the people in his life loved him and wanted to be here for him, they couldn't handle all the aggression and violence. Looking back, it's easy to wonder if his poetry was a cry for help that no one fully understood at the time. He poured his feelings onto paper, but it wasn't enough to keep everything bottled up from boiling over.
Every season of pain, but be weak. It was sweet. I was thinking most of that is because life.
On June 23rd, 2024, Javante made some really disturbing posts on Facebook. When you have so many options, you choose the wrong option. At the time, no one knew what this post meant, but they all soon found out. According to police reports, Javante had been having issues with his mother, his cousin, and his ex-girlfriend. Why? Well, it turns out that Javante lied about his sexuality to his family and partners, and he got away with it for a while until his family found out. Unfortunately, of all the options available to him at that moment on how to deal with the situation, Javante...
Now you got a whole bunch of partners and everything. They sitting there like they just all, gang, bout it, and all that. And they got some DL stuff going on at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So you got to watch them men that got to click them in around them all the damn time. Sickening.
Indeed chose the wrong one. At the time, he had been living with his mother, but things had gotten so bad that she had to move into a motel until he calmed down. But he never did. According to police reports, Javante had planned what he did carefully, even taking a moment to spend time with his children because he knew the consequences of what he was about to do.
Run up in there. Run up in there.
On that same day, he made a post on Facebook about how much he loved his children and how he would never break their hearts. I may be broken hundreds of women's hearts, but I'll never break y'all hearts. I love you so much.
Now, how you think you're not gonna break them kids' heart taking their mom and their family from them? You know what I'm saying? That's demonic. You taking these kids' mama from them, and you talk about you're not gonna hurt these kids. You're gonna hurt them from the rest of their life.
Both y'all first words were Dada. And that's not all he posted on Facebook. In fact, he seemed to give a play-by-play of the events that unfolded on that tragic day. On June 25th, 2024, he posted this about his cousin, Sakuya Bryce. I love you, bae, Koya Bryce. See you in hell. A few hours after he made that post, he drove to her location and pulled the trigger, ending her life. You see, his cousin Sakuya was the one who found out his secret and shared it to his family, so he held her responsible for everything. He didn't even stop to get her help after firing at her, because he was already on his way to his next location.
At 9:17 p.m., we know that he traveled to the Motel 6 in East Bradenton. Inside one of those rooms was his mother's boyfriend, and two young juvenile sisters.
Pig, I love you, but you had to go, he wrote. Shortly before he drove to the motel, his mother was staying with her family.
And see, all this is a part of the last days. God already spoke about this. Kids gonna be killing their unaliving their moms, their family members, everything. So all this is in the Bible. It's real deal. It's happening every day. Every day. That's why I say it ain't no love. You gotta watch everybody, your family members, everybody, because they could be the very unaliving of you.
And then fired at her 3 times.
Sheriff says what 28-year-old Javante Bryce put on Facebook will be important in their investigation. At 8:53, he posted love. And shortly after 9, deputies say he shot and killed his mother, Tatimaika Scott, at a Motel 6.
The next person on Javante's hit list was his ex-girlfriend. He went to an apartment where his ex and his sister lived and told her he had no choice but to kill her. Thankfully, his sister managed to talk him out of it, and that was what spared the ex's life.
When he walked into the apartment, he looked at the ex-girlfriend and said, "I have to kill you." Somehow, the sister was able to talk him down and talk him out of him shooting this ex-girlfriend.
But unfortunately, other women were not spared. As he wasn't able to carry out his evil plan on that ex, he went in search of another ex. He posted this to Facebook just before. "Baby, I love you too. Kyla D. Blackman."
We then have him traveling into the city of Bradenton over the Green Bridge, and at roughly 10:04 p.m., he travels to a location in the city of Bradenton, the 4800 block, the 51st Street East. This is a residence where another ex-girlfriend lives, and her now new partner.
Unfortunately, his sister was not around to talk him out of unaliving that particular ex, so that's exactly what he did. And in a single day, Javante Bryce ended the life of 3 women who loved him, all because they discovered his secret.
3 women were murdered in a shooting spree in Manatee County.
And the man responsible killed in a shootout with deputies near the Florida-Georgia line. The happened in 3 different locations in Palmetto, Bradenton, and outside city limits in Manatee County.
Because Javante...
So he took himself out in the end. So you already know where his soul going. He's in everlasting torment right now. Everlasting torment. Everlasting torment.
Was updating his Facebook as he was carrying out these atrocities. The authorities, the press, and well-meaning citizens were on high alert, and many of them were tracking his movement through his Facebook page. And that's when they realized he was on his way to Atlanta to unalive his ex-wife.
Family has been very cooperative. They tell us exactly what's going on. We find out that he possibly has another ex-girlfriend in the state of Georgia, that he is now traveling to that state to kill her.
Once they knew where he was going and what he was up to, they put a statewide BOLO alert on him, hoping to find him before he gets to Georgia and committed the crime he had planned out days on end.
We put out a statewide BOLO. Luckily, sheriff deputies with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office spots the vehicle that Mr. Bryce is driving. They stop him.
Not long after they put the BOLO out on him, they found him. But unfortunately, he opened fire on the officers that stopped him, and they fired back. He did not make it out alive.
He immediately gets out of the car and starts firing upon them. They return fire, shooting and killing him there in Hamilton County. And that's where everything is.
This is where the shooting spree started, and right before that, there were concerning posts on Facebook from Javante Bryce's account, and investigators say it's going to be an important part of figuring out the motive.
Even though Javante is gone, there still has to be an investigation, because 3 lives were taken, and everyone wanted to know why. His Facebook page gave them an insight into how he committed the crime, but not why. I mean, why does a man wake up and decides to end the lives of the women who love him, accepted him, and cared for him?
Disturbing social media posts from the man deputies accused of killing his mother, cousin, and another woman Monday night.
It also came out that he had a CR.
A history of domestic violence.
Javante Bryce died later that day in a shootout.
And you gotta start checking these people's records, criminal history, pull them up, see their record. If they got a history of domestic violence, don't mess with these men because they working with demons and they're not gonna change. Okay, a lot of these women, most of these men got a slew of criminal history on their record. Seriously.
With deputies, but could the killing spree have been stopped? Well, tonight we are looking into Bryce's background.
And his background did not come up clean. In fact, it was the opposite of clean. He had multiple DV reports filed against him. Javante Bryce's life seemed to be filled with warning signs that things were spiraling out of control.
Y'all like right
and you
there.
can see that
Watch.
clearly when you look at his run-ins with the law. Court records show a pattern of behavior, troubling incidents that, in hindsight, almost look like a trail of red flags leading up to the tragic events of that night.
Yes, Javante Bryce had quite a few run-ins with law enforcement, and we're seeing a pattern in those court documents, but the question remains, could something have been done to prevent Monday night's tragic shootings?
People who knew him mentioned that he had moments where things just seemed off. There were arguments that got out of hand, unpredictable behavior, and times when he seemed like he was struggling more than anyone realized. And that was not the first time he would get on Facebook to threaten other people's lives, or even his own. According to reports, Javante had found himself in a similar position just a few years before he massacred his entire family.
Mother of 12 did something similar in 2021. According to this protection order, he posted on Facebook, "I love my babies. A lot of people don't know what I've been through or going through, but it's the last straw." Then it says he shot himself.
He never actually did, but according to his sister, he never remained the same after that encounter.
He later told investigators that he was acting very strange, not really sure what was going on with him. She later dies about an hour after this shooting at the local hospital.
So God says to men.
Unfortunately, what Javante Bryce did is not uncommon. There are numerous cases of women finding out their partner's real sexuality and getting unalived for it. These kinds of stories are far too common and far too sad. And what makes this even worse is that in most of these cases, if the authorities had intervened a little earlier, things might have turned out a little differently. Tom Mallory. Tom Mallory is another man on this list who made choices he had no right to.
So this is another man right here. Not your typical man that you would think that would be, dipping and dabbing on the other end. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's another story. Let's dab in.
Making, and someone else paid for it. Crystal Evans and Tom Mallory had not been married long when she found out he was cheating on her. She was heartbroken and determined to leave, but Tom begged and begged until she decided to give them a second chance. A few years after she decided to give him a second chance, Crystal Evans was unalived by Tom outside a Spalding County courthouse in Georgia.
It's in Spalding County investigating after a deadly shooting. It happened near the courthouse in the popular downtown area. Both Griffin police and Spalding County deputies were called out to the scene.
They were outside a courthouse because she had just been granted a divorce, and according to her daughter, she was very excited for her freedom. The freedom to create a new life. One without the pain and agony Tom had put her through for their entire marriage. Unfortunately, she never got to enjoy that freedom because minutes after she was granted that freedom, Tom took it from her. Police were called to the area following the shooting on South 6th Street near the Spalding County Courthouse in Griffin, Georgia. Upon arriving on the scene, the cops found Crystal suffering from gene shot wounds. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Crystal's death was very shocking to the community, not only because it happened outside a courtroom, but because it should never have happened at all. If cops had done their job and protected Crystal like they were supposed to. Once she made the decision to get a divorce, Tom had begun stalking and threatening her, and the threats were so terrifying and awful that she felt the need to come online to post proof of them, because she had a feeling they were not just threats. Crystal revealed something shocking in the numerous social media posts about Tom. She revealed that Tom had been cheating on her, with men no less. Yet when she decided to leave, he couldn't handle it and started stalking and threatening her. After she was unlived, all of those posts went viral and began to make the rounds. One of her Facebook posts read, "It's sad that I have to walk around, terrified for my life and my children's. I know if something happens to me, please know who did it. This man has said numerous times that he's going to kill me. I am posting and trying to leave a paper."
Take all threats seriously, okay? And this is why you got to get to know people, check into their background, and don't just be jumping in and stuff, because people got secrets, people got demons and skeletons in their goddamn own closet. And this is why you can't trust mankind, okay? Peep game.
Betrayal.
Ultimate
This man
betrayal.
is extremely dangerous. Leave me alone. In another post, Evans cried out that Mallory was stalking her children and mother in Griffin. "Leave my children and my mother alone." And her last post, literally before she was killed, was calling on her ex to leave her alone. Despite all these, Crystal never received police protection. Several people on social media called out the judge, identified as Spalding County Judge Sam Parks, for failing to protect Crystal, as he let Tom go scot-free from the hearing and told him to turn himself in the next week. According to reports, Mallory fired several shots into Evans's vehicle while she was parked on the street following the court proceedings. He then fled and shot himself while being chased down by authorities. His condition is currently unknown.
One person was killed and another is at the hospital. Police say both people knew each other, but they are still investigating to find out what led to the shooting. Police say there is no threat to the public.
These stories are both shocking and heartbreaking, aren't they? They reveal just how devastating secrets and shame can be when they're left to fester. It's hard not to think about the fear and desperation that must have been bubbling beneath the surface for these men, and how that pressure exploded in such unimaginable violence. But it also makes you wonder, could things have been different if these men felt they could live authentically, without fear of rejection or judgment? Would these tragedies have ever happened? It's a tough question, but one worth asking because it highlights something we don't always talk about: how societal pressure and stigma can push people to their breaking point. As horrifying as these cases are, they're a reminder of why acceptance and understanding matter so much. When people feel like they have to hide who they are, the consequences can be catastrophic. Not just for them, but for the people around them. Maybe by creating...
That's why you gotta live in your truth, man. Just live in your truth. Just live in your truth. A lot of these men just get women just to hide.
a world where people feel safe being honest about who they are, we can prevent tragedies like these in the future. It's a chilling lesson, but an important one. Secrets destroy, but understanding and compassion can save lives. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video insightful...
Okay, hold tight. Yeah, so that's what's up with that there, with that story. Very disturbing. Hold on, let me get my camera back to where it needs to be. Okay, yeah, so that was that story. Very shocking. And as y'all can see, the men in the video, which is your typical men, and a lot of women will go after these men. They will go after them. They would, lay down with them. They would just be so happy just to have a warm body next to them. Okay, and these are the consequences behind it. They ignore all the red flags. The red flags be there. The majority of the time, the red flags are there. It's just people just want the warm body, and they would risk it all. A lot of these women put their kids at risk. I've got a story where the man unalived her and her kids, everything. These men, they just, I don't know, they just got demons. And if you are on the DL, and you don't want anybody to know, just come out and just be truthful with it. I mean, this is the new age now. People walking around holding hands, same sex marriage. You know, it's no sense of hiding behind the secrets. What you do in the dark, it comes to light. It never fails. What you do in the dark, it will come to light. Okay. So a lot of these men think they're getting away with it, and then when they get exposed, this is the outcome. This is the outcome. But a lot of these women, they didn't do their research. They didn't do their research. Most of these men have extensive backgrounds. Okay, you just can't be thirsty for a man. Okay, because those men do not love you. They don't know nothing about love. Okay, and the reason they don't is because they're battling demons. Okay, this man took his family out and some exes out. Okay, all because he got exposed for being on the DL. Okay. And also, I was looking at a story like in Atlanta. If any men live down there in Atlanta, and most stuff that they put on these stories be real. It's called the Water Boys. It's supposed to be the Water Boys in Atlanta, where they will get with you and then they will offer you some water. They would put you to sleep. I guess it's a 8 rate drug. Okay, and you would go to sleep, and what they would do is run up in your rear end. Okay, and this happened to multiple men down there in Atlanta. Okay, and I'm surprised a lot of people don't know about it, but they was called the Water Boys. Okay, and the story was just so sickening, so I could not even watch it. But it's so many men out here that's just they're dealing with these spirits, and it's just spirits that want them to go that route so they can perish in the pits of hell forever. Okay, for eternity. Okay, so don't be chasing after these men. Ask God to lead the right person to you, because the last thing you want to do is pick up someone with a bunch of demons that sit there tell you they love you and then unalive you. Okay, that's not love. Okay, that's why I'm not even accepting the word love, because people have to really show that. Okay, and they just can't tell you that no more. Okay, so don't be so itchy out, because the dating game is so sickening to this crazy. But yes, the Water Boys supposed to be in Atlanta, and what they do is these guys are on the DL, or probably just totally uh, that way, and what they're doing is targeting straight men. So I'm raising awareness on that. If you're in ATL, don't take no water from them. If you sense a man is P Diddy style, don't even associate yourself with them. Just run, because they are putting some kind of stuff in your water, okay, or your drink, and they are taking it from you, boo. And a lot of these men ended up getting on drugs real bad, and the other guy slit his wrist so bad because he could just not live with the fact that someone took his manhood. Okay, because he was out here playing basketball with the guy, playing basketball. Okay, and the guy offered him some water after the game was over. Like, he cool. Like, yeah, shit, I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? Just finished, shooting ball and stuff. Yeah, give me some water. So what he do? He go get some water and he put the little drug in there. Okay. The boys start drinking the water and they steady walking down. Walking. Game over. Okay, walking and stuff like that. So dudes started getting weak and stuff like, and the boy that betrayed him was like, "You okay? You okay?" Knowing what he had just done was so diabolical and wicked, okay, and sinister. Okay, so after the dude passed out, okay, he laid down there like he was trying to help him, like, "You okay? You okay? You okay?" Like he's trying to help him. So he gets on top of this man and does the unthinkable, take his virginity from him. Okay, so you got to be very careful who you're dealing with these days, baby, because the devil is getting into people. The devil is in people, and this is the reason why they're doing this type of stuff. So if you're in the Atlanta area, the Water Boys, baby, look, don't take no drinks from nobody. Okay, and it may not even just be water. It may be a drink, because I think it was another guy. He got lined up too, but it wasn't even water. It was another drink. Okay, they're doing this P Diddy stuff. Okay, in Atlanta, they're going for the straight men. So the other man, he ended up unaliving himself because he could not, and then he was married. Okay, this man was married. Okay, and when that happened to him, and I mean his rear end was tore up, he was bleeding out the rear end. I mean, this is really deep. I couldn't even stand to watch the movie, but I had to watch it just to get some knowledge of it. But I was like, what the hell? So the man, so he went home. His wife did not know what had happened, and he could not even tell her that he had just let a man do him dirty and run up in his rear end after a basketball game. Okay, so that kind of, went downhill. So he was very mean. He was just, everybody, he was just enraged. And, my heart went out for him because, any man that's, straight and that happens to you, and then you a straight man and you get that taken from you, boo, you're never going to be the same again. So that man tried to cope with it. He tried, but baby, he could not. And, if he did unalive himself, which he did, and most of these stories are telling you what's really going on, uh, he's burning in the pits somewhere, okay, in darkness. Because one thing about self unaliving, God forbids that, and is no forgiveness for it. So once you take that step, the devil has won the battle. So he felt like he could not get over that as a man. Picture you being a straight man, you got a wife at home, your life just going good, and your life one day you go dribble some ball, play ball, okay, and your rear end get tore up right there on the court, on the court. Act like he was helping him, instead he run up in him. Okay, true story, true story. Allegedly, I don't know, but what they put in these stories, it be the truth. Okay, and they're censoring it around Atlanta. Okay, they're censoring it around Atlanta. Okay, so that's what happened in that story. So he ended up slitting his wrist so bad he was in the bathroom, and I guess his rear end was so tore up, and he just started bleeding and bleeding. It was just so awful, man, for anybody to run up in anybody like that. And I was like, the nerve of him to even run up in this man with no grease. At least if you're gonna be out here run up in men, at least have some lubrication. Make it easy. So these men, it really tormented them, and the other man got on drugs so bad. So he went in the bathroom and slit his wrist. I mean, slit his arm so bad because he just not could. He couldn't live with his manhood being taken. Okay, he slit his wrist so bad it was wide open, and he just croaked right there in the bathroom. Okay, all because his manhood got taken from him. So the water boys are out there in Atlanta. So if you one of these type of people that like to hang out and like to be around people and not raising your awareness on situations and knowing that people are wicked, humans are wicked and demonic, and they will line you up, set you up, and mess your world up. Okay, and that's what happened to this man, and now he's probably burning with a bunch of demons right now in outer darkness. Because once you die and close your eyes, you go into peace or you go into eternity of hell until God come and judge. Okay, so be aware of that. Don't just get too comfortable with people, meet new people, because people just come around just to do you dirty. Okay, all that old nice, friendly, you got to raise eyebrows, raise flags, raise awareness on that type of bullcrap, because you're too nice for a reason. You want to get up in my circle for a reason, and I'm not gonna let you up in my circle like that, boo. I'm not gonna let you up in my circle like that. But some people fall for it. They just go for the okie doke. They just go for the okie doke. You gotta stop going for the okie doke. So a lot of these boys, and I'm gonna look it up and research it and see if this story was really true going on in Atlanta with these water boys trying to turn these heterosexual men, trying to wreck their worlds. Okay, wreck their worlds. And I don't know if that man had the package or whatever. I might have to watch it again because I think he did have a package, because I think he was trying to go get tested, for the package or whatever. Yes, it is real in the field. So if you sense and see, it's kind of hard to even sense it now because, look how these men looking. They looking like real men, real thugs, real hood, with their scarves on their head, baby. You know what I'm saying? You see him in the street, you know what I'm saying? You be like, okay, no, he ain't run up in ninjas. So they got Atlanta number one city for the package deal. So I wouldn't deal with nobody from Atlanta. I wouldn't even recommend it because it is just crazy, crazy stupid. I wouldn't recommend Houston, Texas, because they own the chopping block too. New Orleans, Louisiana on the chopping block too. Is running rapid. Is running rapid. So right now, if you just being out here careless and just living a careless, promiscuous life, then hey, baby, these type of things may happen to you. If you don't use your discernment that God gave you and blessed you with, ask God, say, God, give me discernment. I don't want to be lined up. But see, this is all the wages of sin too, and it's just a sad thing. You out here sexing everything and doing everything, and then when you get stricken or some bad stuff happens to you, then it is what it is. But if you sitting there and you just being friendly with everybody and thinking everybody's your friend, you don't have no friends. I don't have no friends. I don't want none. I don't want no bunch of women around me, hanging around me. And the ones that I was associated with, they gone. They gone, because one thing about me, I'm not finna chase you. I'm not finna chase their man, and I'm not finna chase their woman. The only thing I'm chasing is the Most High, my God, because He's the only one giving me peace. Everybody else give me drama and headache. Okay, so I'm not chasing after that. Okay, and you would want to get away from just running up in every goddamn thing. You would want to do that. Okay, and you want to be prayed up in any relationship you're in. You want to keep it prayed up, because the enemy, he comes to wreak havoc on relationships too. You got to get your mate out of this old secular TV. You got to get them off the Instagram. But they can be on it. But I mean, hey, if you weak and you tempted by women and this and that, then hey, your relationship gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? Because all this stuff is just put here just so men can lust after these women and ruin something good at home. When most of these women, they just want to bust their ass open the first night, lay up with you. You know what I'm saying? And really don't have much to offer when you then gave up gave up a good thing for something, just for some bull crap. Because maybe her boobs was bigger, maybe her butt was bigger, maybe her hips was wider. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but what's her character? What type of person is she? Where's her heart at? Okay, is she wicked? Is she demonic? Okay, where's her heart? See, a lot of people, they just go by the outer appearance. They're not testing the spirit in the heart. They go by, oh, he looked good. Well, yeah, let me go on date him. But they're not knowing that this ninja choked women out, beat them up. His record is, baby, you know what I'm saying? He's the king of kicking women's butt. And matter of fact, he was pimping women about 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, you just got to research. So, with the stories and all this stuff like here, boo, I'm like really just laid back chilling, because, even in a marriage, you still not safe, because you got your men out here. They on these platforms, social media, Instagram platforms, and they, mind is twirling, and they don't have the spirit of God upon them to where, they already know it's the work of the devil. It's the work of the devil, because that same one up there shaking her butt and doing this and all that may have that package. She may be trying to call you to come get the package from her. You feel me? So you got to be aware of things like this going on. You got to open your eyes wide up, open. You got to open them wide open. Open them up, you know, and peep game. Because guess what? Ain't no love out here in these streets. It's girls on these POFs and these dating apps, getting lined up because they're on there looking for some man to take care of them. They're looking for some man to take care of them, and they beating these men, and these men is hanging them on trees and lining them up and, throwing them in rivers, because you know what, chasing after the wrong thing instead of figuring out, okay, well, how can I get my life right? Okay, how can I get my life right? You know what I'm saying? Why you need a sugar daddy? Why you can't just build your own, do your own thing? You know what I'm saying? Because no, people want it the quick way. They want the quick way, the quick route, which is the demonic route. Because yes, Satan will give it to you real quick, but it's consequences. You may get your life taken. You may get your head knocked off. Okay, a lot of these black girls seeking these other race of men, like my ex daughter-in-law. She met this African man. He done voodooed her and hexed her and every goddamn thing. I ain't heard from her in 2 months probably. And like I say, I'm the type of person, hey boo, I'm not finna chase you, boo. I love you. I got the love of Christ for you, baby. But I'm gonna let you do you, but I'm gonna lift her up in prayer. And matter of fact, I'm gonna lift her up in prayer tonight. God, I know she may have that curse on her, a spell on her, and I know He put something on her, because it's not like her not to communicate with me, not to even call me, nothing, boo. You know what I'm saying? But I'm asking God to change my heart because the love of Christ, I would call and reach out to her. Wait, what she said? Hold up, baby. Let me read your thing. You said married men always holler at you. Let me get on my other phone. This thing be so little on here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? These married men be out here dipping and dabbing, and they bringing their women that package home. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what is this world coming to? Because you're not even safe in a marriage because most of these men is on a DL or they promiscuous, you know, or they're promiscuous, so that doesn't validate nothing because the person say, oh, I'm married. No, because your man may be a 304, a Jezebel, a thought, you know what I'm saying? So that don't validate anything. A lot of these men got secrets. They, hiding their phones. They being secrets with their phones because they got some more bull crap going on. You know what I'm saying? And when you notice that, then you just got to take it as such. You know what I'm saying? You got to take it as such. Because if you ain't got nothing to hide, hey, you should be able to give your shit up freely. You know what I'm saying? But no. So, yeah, a lot of married men out here throwing that package and giving that package up to their wives at home. You know what I'm saying? And their wives is faithful. Their wives is faithful, wives at home chilling, being faithful with accusations on them because you know why? They out doing all the dirt. You know, that's why they accusing you because they the ones doing the dirt. My grandma always told me that if a person always accusing you, they the ones doing the dirt. Okay, they the ones doing the dirt. And 9 times out of 10, 99% of the time, it's the truth. From what I've experienced and what I've seen, they're the ones doing the dirt because, even in a relationship, I was in, my phone's available, boo. They always think as soon as you picking up your phone, you doing something. You know what I'm saying? So they want to react on, well, what if? You know what I'm saying? But they never have proof or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But they know how I roll the way I've been rolling all my life. When I'm on my phone, it's all about business, boo. I'm not on here chasing no man. I'm not on here hollering at nobody. I'm not on here in no ninja's inbox, boo, because that's not important to me. That's not important to me. What's important to me is staying alive, staying healthy, staying strong, and not getting caught up in the snares of Satan. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that look good ain't good, boo. Everything that look good ain't good. And you can't fall for anything on thing. You know? You can't fall for anything. But this is why these women get lined. Beautiful women. The other story, beautiful lady. Beautiful. Man out cheating, probably on the DL too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them on the DL, when they're bringing their package home to you, they bring that package home to you. Nine times they run up in some man's rear end. They P Diddy out here. They out here doing that P Diddy thing for real. Because first of all, uh, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. But you're not safe even in a marriage right now because you know why? You got social media, you got thoughts, you got 304s, you got boobs and rear ends all day. You can't even get on there. You're seeing some Jezebel walking, but her butt cheeks out. You know what I'm saying? Attention seekers, you know what I'm saying? Demons, demonic, and this what these men want. They want these supermodel, bad bras that just want to take them to the cleaners. They don't really want nothing, and like they always say, you can't turn a 304 to a housewife, you know what I'm saying? But this is what they chase after. So it's really hard to even be in a committed relationship, and a lot of women be, doing the right thing. It's just the men they be with. They don't have no self-control. And one thing about the spirit of God, you gotta ask God to send you a man with the spirit of God, because spirit of God will have self-control. He's not gonna be moved by ass and titties. He gonna be moved by the mental, the brain. Okay. And if he do dip and dab, he's gonna put on a cap it up. he gonna, because you know why? He love himself too much. Okay? He love himself too much. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna dip and dab, strap it up. But for that simplex two, it's nothing you can do about that. So if you bring a bump home, you like I say, you pretty much gotta bring your microscope with you on a date. If you're gonna lay up, bring your microscope and examine the genital area. That's what it's got to come down to, because people not gonna be honest with you. They're not gonna be honest with you. They're gonna run game and they're gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? And you can't take it like, oh yeah, okay, well he say he's straight. Okay, yeah, that what the devil do. The devil ain't gonna tell you the truth. The devil always tell people, even right now, when they sell their soul, he lets you know, look, you got to bow down to me, and it's a price to pay, boo. It's a price to pay, okay? So what the devil give you, he gonna take it back from you. It's pain and torture and torment that's attached to it, okay? You can never get nothing from the devil and expect to have a peace of mind, okay? Never, never, never. Watching the story, about this pastor. He had a little bitty old church, and that's why I said most of these mega churches are masons and warlocks, okay? And then sold they soul, okay? And that's the reason their churches got so big. And a lot of these stories be exposed. And so the story went like, he told it was him and his brother, and his brother was like, man, look, all these churches is doing so good, and they got people flocking to them, and you know what I'm saying, and our church is just moving so slow and this and that, and he just could not stand the fact that, baby, these big mega churches had it popping, had it going on. People was giving them money, people was bowing down to them. You know what I'm saying? Same thing going on today in these mega churches. Okay, same thing going on today. These churches are demonic, and these people are demons. Okay, that's being one. Okay, and the list goes on. So what he did was he was so depressed with his church not having the members. God said, God does things in his time, and some people just want it so fast, and that's just the enemy. So what he did, went and researched, I guess he went hooked up with some mega church and found out. So they told him, yeah, well, I can take you to blah 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 or wherever they gotta go, But he said you're gonna have to do this and do that. You have to bring them 10 bodies a year, okay? But you're gonna have people flocking to you, to your church. Your church is gonna be, you're gonna have wealth, you're gonna have everything. They gave him everything. So he had to do a ritual. They told him, well, you gotta sacrifice something close to you that you love. He was trying to sacrifice his brother. So I said, ain't no love in this world. When it comes down to money sometime, baby, look, your family will sell you to the baphomet, okay? So he tried to unalive his brother. Somehow his brother was praying and prayed up, okay? Prayed up. And that's why I know prayer work, because when you pray it up, nobody can harm you. They forces, they go do their rituals and all that. They're going to get the blockages and stuff going to fall on them, and fire might start appearing or whatever, because the fire of God will keep you covered when you are prayed up, okay, and covered with the armor of God, okay, and you're doing the warfare prayers, and you binding and you casting out these demons and letting them know, hey, you have no control or authority over my life, okay. So his brother ended up setting up an altar. After he couldn't take his brother out, he's like, well, let me go try somebody else. So he found somebody, another member or something. So anyway, at his congregation had grew so big, he started laying hands on people. Everybody he laid hands on ended up croaking. Okay? I don't know, something he prayed, and that's why you can't let everybody pray on you, because you don't know what kind of incantations they're spewing out or spilling out on you, okay? Whatever he was doing, and I like 10 members a year. It was like member after member. Everybody he laid hands on, okay, was croaking. So it raised awareness for that church. I was like, why is everybody, croaking every time, he laid hands on them? But he was practicing witchcraft, okay? He had an altar set up. So his brother got to praying and praying and praying and praying, and God revealed the altar to him. So he found the altar. It was somewhere, because God will reveal it to you when you really, really into God, and you really living a God-fearing life and really moving the way God wants you, sin-free. So he found the altar, It was a bunch of candles, everything. So this man was practicing witchcraft, and the organization that gave him all the wealth and everything, he was running short on bodies. Okay, I think he needed about 2, 3 more bodies. So everybody was. He tried another member. He called her out the blue. He was like, "Look, well, come by because I want to pray for you." He already knew the plot. He was going to unalive her too, just with his prayer and laying hands on her. So she thought it was kind of weird too in the middle of the night. So she was like, "Okay, cool. This is my pastor, so let me go." So she goes to the church to have him pray for her. So she's sitting like this, and he's behind her, and he started praying. And she said she started just feeling weird, and darkness just came all up on her because he was really casting that death spell on her. So let me see what y'all say in the comments, y'all. Yeah, girl. Cast it. Yeah. Yeah, baby. So the pastor was trying to cast a death spell because they were telling him, if you don't get these 2 bodies or however many bodies you need, because they gave him a quarter a year, 10 bodies a year, and you get to keep your big mega church and people flocking to you. Okay. He could not get them 2 bodies. Okay. So the girl came that he started praying over her, and she said she started feeling crazy, crazy, crazy. God told her to start praying. At the moment she started praying, he was like something came upon him where he couldn't get through to her. Okay, like I said, prayer works. It was a shield around her. So he was like, I can't get to her. So he ended up letting her go. Okay, but he kept trying people, and he couldn't meet the quota, and they kept threatening him. And he had to have some bloodshed. So it's always something for it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna have to go back and see how that story ended. I need to go back and see how that story ended because I think I fell asleep on it, whatever. But that's about the way it went. The brother really wanted that big mega church. So a lot of these big mega churches that people flock into, they got that mega wealth and fame from selling their souls. Okay, it's no telling what they're doing. It's no telling how many bodies is dropping in that organization. You know, because it's some strange stuff going on. Even with Tyler Perry laying hands on TD Jakes. Okay, that's on one of my videos too, where Tyler Perry was at his church, offered up $1 million and laid hands on TD Jakes, and TD Jakes acted like he was just, passing out and doing all sort of crazy stuff. It was all demonic. Okay, it was a ritual that they were doing. Okay, so these churches are demonic, and people that is involved in these churches don't know that the demons and the witches, that's where they go. Okay, it's a lot of lizards and snakes right up in the church house. Okay, and the pastors being one of them. So these big churches do not go to them because all they want is money, fame, and fortune. Even T.D. Jakes, when you see him, he got his big old ring on, the way he dressed. You can tell he got that loot. You can tell he got that loot. Okay, it's all attention. So that man tried to sacrifice his own brother for wealth and fame. Okay, so a lot of these people have to do that. Okay, and a lot of stuff coming up with P. Diddy, with babies in his house, unalive, they're sacrificing babies, so it's just so much wickedness out here in this world, so you can't even trust nobody. Okay? You can't trust your mama, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your kids. You can't trust nobody when they got demons on them. Okay? It's no love. Okay? It's no love. So that man was putting up altars and was going there praying. Witchcraft is so real. It is not even only from the seen people that we can see that's practicing, it's also from the unseen realms too that we can't even see. It's demons that's working every day nonstop. Main hours is 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. is when spiritual warfare really heightens. Okay, the spiritual realm heightens in these hours, and this is why my soul can't rest and my soul is up and awake because I want to be up when they're up so I can counteract anything that they may plant into my life, into my world. And see, this is why a lot of people end up in car accidents. I was looking at a story the other day, a coach in an accident, unalive, and then his 8-year-old daughter, they still trying to locate her body in the river. Okay, this is all from people prayer life suck. People prayer life is weak, and they're not praying at night before they go to bed. This is why it's so important to pray before you go to bed at night, because whatever the enemy puts out there between that 12 midnight and 5 a.m. Because see, at 5 a.m., the witches and warlocks have to be back in their bases, back in their beds, okay, before the break of dawn. So they cast all these spells and incantations in the middle of the night when deep sleep falls upon man. So when you sleep and you wake up tired and drained, or you go and you get into an accident or something bad happened, yeah, and you didn't pray that night, it's all a part of that. So when I heard that story, I automatically knew, well, yeah, it's some kind of debt curse in that family for them to lose two family members like that. It's sometimes be debt curses, but you see deaths in families like that. Hey, no. Oh, hold tight. Let me look at it. When you text me? I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I don't see it. Yeah, that's the one right there. That's, but I ain't been over there in a minute, because that last batch I had got, that was it. You know what I'm saying? So what's up over there now? That's some new stuff. But yeah, that's it. It's in a plain one too, huh? Okay. Yeah. Just send me a picture of it front and back. Just send me. I might come over there. Yeah. No, just yeah, just send it to me front and back. Yeah. And I was wondering because I was like, sure, it should have been in came by now. This is my sister. Hold up, y'all. One second. When y'all made it back home, girl, from New Orleans? And y'all made. Shoot, you saw my daughter in the club. Girl, look at that. You done ran across your niece in the damn club. Who she was with, girl?
She was with somebody, but she was on the other side of the club. And she was like, that looks like my MC over there.
Girl, yes indeed. My daughter at the damn club. Yes.
Your mama, Lord.
Looking like me. Yes indeed. Looking just like me, girl. The older she get, oh, like, look at her, girl. Her little sexy self. Can't tell her nothing. Yeah, I just got it just now. What y'all watching the game at Sunday? Well, I don't know if we playing tomorrow. Yeah, I just got it. Yeah, I just got that one too. Okay, yeah. I need all that too. Y'all go. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll probably come over the next weekend again. If not, next game. North Dallas, yeah. 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 I'm gonna send you that in a text. So, y'all said y'all ain't got nothing going on Saturday. I mean, Sunday. Oh, y'all gotta go clean y'all buildings, huh? Yeah, let me know something. If not, shit, we gonna. Yeah, cause they losing. I know they sucking like a dang. They embarrassing. So, wait, hold up. You say what now? Mardi Gras.
No.
Yeah, I mean, shit, I might go. It's gonna be in March. Okay, March. Yeah. Let's plan to do that shit. I ain't been in a few years.
Yeah, girl, I saw Nelly bit. I say, Lord Jesus, Nelly.
My daughter, she always hanging out some goddamn where round across her Annie, huh? So
I said, who you in here with, girl? I'm in here with my friend.
with her friends, she love her some dang on New Orleans, child.
The girl just got to say, I'm coming out there. I'm moving out there. I said, girl,
Yeah, we've been hearing that for. We've been
y'all
hearing.
ain't leaving them club scenes out there.
Yeah, I know, cause you know them clubs seem to be popping. That's why they don't want to leave, cause the damn second lines in the club scene be popping.
Mm-hmm.
They be having. That's all they live for.
Oh yeah, party, baby.
Talking about she gonna move food, drinking a dang on club. Talking about she moving. Yeah, if she move, the damn rapture gonna come. Child, yeah. And
Ariel, eighth and graduated.
yeah. Mm-hmm. She called me trying to get our sister number to go to Houston or some crap. I was like, child, I guess she's supposed to be going to Houston in March.
Oh, Ari.
Mm-hmm. She's supposed to be going to Houston in March, child. So, yeah, she moving, child.
Oh, Ari.
Well, that's good. She out there. She got an Amy out there,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least she be good. At least she'll like Houston. I think Houston is good for younger people. Like that age too.
Hold on
good
one
jobs.
And, hold on.
A lot of people out there. You won't feel like.
Hold on 1 second, Jab. Jab, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hey, let me just. Hey, hold on 1 second. Yeah, that's Charm. Hello. That's Rich right there. Hello. Can you hear me? Yeah, he at work. You want to go to Mardi Gras for this year? You might have some vacation time. I think it might be in March though. Yeah. We can rent a nice little suite down there, you know what I'm saying? Double tree or something like that. One of them nice little suites or something, Yeah. That Saturday. Okay. And it's gonna fall on a Tuesday, right? March what? March what, baby? I'm talking about the date. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be cool. Shit, nice little getaway. Everybody can put his vacation time in. Yeah, I heard that they're gonna Super Bowl down there. I know y'all gonna. So is it around the Mardi Gras day?
The Super Bowl in February. So I guess they put Mardi Gras back, because I guess nothing to the Ash Wednesday. Ash Wednesday. So it actually falls on the fourth Mardi Gras day. So we'll probably leave that Saturday, Sunday.
So
one of them days. So whatever weekend is the days weekend before that.
So Mardi Gras is gonna be in March and the Super Bowl gonna be in February. When is the Super Bowl? February to what? Oh, that's right around the corner. Oh, okay. Yeah. That'd have been cool if the Super Bowl and Mardi, but they were gonna have it that close together. Not no two major events. Yeah. 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 February the 9th. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be cool. Uh-huh. That'd be a nice little getaway. Uh-huh. Yeah. For the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll see. Check his calendar and everything.
Well, I'll send you all the information. So just, if y'all gonna go for shows, you might want to try to book them rooms now, cause baby.
Yeah, I know them rooms and stuff be going fast. Yeah. I know them rooms gonna sell out. Yeah, I'm gonna get on. Yeah, so let me know which one y'all getting. That way I can go get on and arrange. That way we'll be. But y'all gonna probably stay by his mama though, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna be
okay, cool.
Rose, but if you want to go, they got them that hotel in the east that's pretty nice. What's the name of it?
Okay, 5 minutes away. Oh yeah. Two, yeah. Yeah, I know y'all know where all the lifestyle places at because I ain't been there in so long. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, y'all be like 5 minutes away. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh hell yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Oh, over there on Canal Street. Nah, I don't want to be right there. On Canal Street, shit, because that damn crowd gonna be so. You know what I'm saying? Walk out, walk out the room, and the festivities right there, huh?
I might see, we might think about it. If we, because I always said I was mind getting a little room like right there somewhere.
Yeah.
Where you
Yeah.
just come out the room.
Yeah.
And everything right there. You walk on Virgil, walk to the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right there where all the laws at and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, that's cool. I mean, shoot, I'm with it. I mean, shit, I'm with it.
All right.
I need to get away, so yeah, just send me the dates and everything, and that way we can see which one we're gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause y'all got to get on that now, child.
Yeah. For the Super Bowl, y'all definitely going to that Super Bowl, and how y'all going to both events? I know y'all going.
I don't know. We going to the, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Okay. So the Mardi Gras thing, I'll just focus on the Mardi Gras thing because I know we're not gonna do both of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mardi Gras be cool. I mean, yeah, Mardi Gras be cool, and then we're just working like that. Then the few days there. Yeah. So let's plan to do
I'll
that.
look at some rooms too when I sit down.
Yeah.
And I'll send you all that information.
Yeah. Because I got some points at some of them major room, like them Hilton points and all that stuff I done racked up too. So I might have some discounts and stuff too on there too. So I'm a seeker. Sometimes I be getting them little percentages off and stuff too. So but yeah.
Okay, well we can roll like that then. So
all right. Okay, baby. All right, talk to me later, baby. Okay, baby. All right, baby, later. Oops, hold up. Let me hang her up. Okay, yeah. Hello. Yeah, hello. Yeah. Yeah, she said they got clean it. I don't think the Saints playing tomorrow though. But she said a lot of stuff is so dead. But I know Dallas playing for sure though, huh? Yeah, 12. So we'll just go over there and watch the game, I guess. Oh yeah, if the weather not too bad. Yeah. How late is that game? Is it a late game or early? Or at 12? It was an early game, real early. Wow. Ah, okay. Yeah. So it's probably gonna yeah. It'll probably be like in the third or fourth quarter. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, folks probably still be hanging around and stuff, you know. I say, yeah, people probably gonna hang around a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Do what they do. Stuff like that. Yeah, she had just called me trying to send me that dang on thing I was waiting on. And that's what I was supposed to be calling me to this morning, but she said, yeah, it was here. She said, it's been sitting in there. What you on break right now? You on lunch break? Oh, okay. Damn time. What time is it? God, is that late? Boy, time be flying. The day just went crazy today. It went crazy fast. Yeah, so that's gonna be like February. You wanna do that? What you think about that? Hell yeah, shit. Yeah, that ain't nothing. Cause I'm gonna go in and book the. It's just gonna be that weekend. What, Saturday, Sunday, then Mardi Gras gonna be that Tuesday. So she said Saturday, Sunday, and we probably just come back that dang on huh? No, we're gonna come. We're not gonna leave that early because we're gonna probably go there probably that Sunday or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That way we can just be gone like 2 days. We ain't trying to be gone that long. Yeah, yeah, about 3 days. So if we do like Sunday, Monday, and then Mardi Gras Tuesday, and then we can head out the same day. You know what I'm saying? Head back the same day. You know what I'm saying? So 'cause I ain't trying to sit on there that dang on long anyway. We can leave that same day. I go, kick it, chill, do whatever, and shit. We head on back. Cause I know you got to get back to work too and all that. So, but you only need like, and hopefully that weekend they may have y'all not even working. So I don't know. We just have to see. We just have to see how it go. But well, I don't know. Huh? But probably around that time it might be yeah, it might be busy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It probably be business. Yeah, you got vacation days, so that's cool. And like you're gonna be missing no money. Cause I'm a, yeah. Once she send me the days, I just let her know we ain't gonna leave that Saturday. We gonna probably leave that Sunday, and then Tuesday we just gonna head back out. Cause we ain't gonna be hanging out late anyway. We gonna probably party around about 5, 6 o'clock. Head on back. Shit, we ain't trying to be. Yeah, go on and head back. You ready? Cause I ain't trying to be down there like that too. Dang on long. But I definitely wanna, go on down there and I ain't been down there so dang on long. I got to sit last year I went down there. Last time I went down there, I think it was well, Mardi Gras. That probably was like 2017 or something like that when I went down there. I got some videos too. I got to go back to it and see. Probably like no, because that's the year I met you, like 2018. Oh yeah, you know what? That's the last time I went. Cause you remember when we first met? That's when I went down there. Remember? Yeah, you remember? Like I said, I'll be back. I'm going to New Orleans to that. I think it was a Saints and Cowboy game because I was down there acting crazy in the mud to them dang on Cowboy fans, and it was just crazy. But yeah, I think that was around about 2017, 2018. I think it was that year I met you though. Mm-hmm. Okay, later. Yeah. So anyway, that was my sister and her husband. Okay, yeah, she sent me that. That was my sister and her husband. So yeah, so Mardi Gras might, I might go ahead on and book a nice little suite, get with my sis and bro, and we just go have a blast. You know what I'm saying? And pray before I go. Pray, God keep us covered. With the blood that no harm comes our way. You know, but so and then it's gonna be, I probably won't be going no more. I'll go probably this time. But like I said, the Super Bowl is going to be there this year, so it's going to be real lit. Going to be a lot of stuff going on that I don't want to really be a part of. At least Mardi Gras, we can set up, somewhere, and we can just do us. So I'm not going to be too in the midst of everything. You know what I'm saying? Because wickedness, comes out. Wickedness comes out. I'm not going to be up there all on the bridge, all over there around the projects, hanging out. You know what I'm saying? All that, but where the goons at? I'm not going to be where the goons at. I'm going to be, and New Orleans, everywhere is hood. Basically, you really can't even run from it. You feel me? You can't run from it. But my sister and them, they just came back from down there. They like straight New Orleanians, but they live out here. But they steady back and forth to New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Because her husband, mom, and dad down there. So and he has his mom and his dad. That he go down there and visit. On the holidays. So they just making it back from New Orleans, and then they was just down there not long ago. So they goes back to their hometown, to their roots all the time. I'm the type of person I probably would have went a lot of times, but A lot of times I was working and things fell at the wrong time, but right now I got a little time that I can do what I need to do because I'm in the working for myself now, so self-employment, so I can get up and just go like a robot, asking for PTO time, asking my boss, well, let me have this day off, or trying to find coverage for this day. So yes, I'm super excited about the Mardi Gras. So my sis called me and told me they went to the club in New Orleans when they just left down there, but probably Thursday. She run into my daughter, my oldest daughter. What do you know? You in the club now. And see, my daughter didn't tell me, oh, you didn't tell me you ran into your auntie down there in the club, huh? I'm going to text her too as soon as I get off of here. You didn't tell me you ran into your auntie. And she was like, looking like, that look like my auntie or shit, look like my niece. So, you know, the club scene is lit. The club scene is almost like the Houston club scene. Every time I went to the Houston club scene, I really enjoyed myself. I had a blast. Every time I went to Houston, I had a blast. Okay, the party is good, but everything else is just wicked. New Orleans, the club scene, the party scene, and see, this is what got my daughter bound to not want to leave that city. Okay, and she sit there and lied and told my sister that she's going to move here. She's not going to move here. She's been telling us that for 20 years. Okay, she's not going to move because she's so hooked on that party life, the party scene, the treacherousness of the city. You know what I'm saying? This is what she know. Okay, this is all she know. Even though she lived in Texas, she lived there, but she ended up going back home. She lived in California. My kids, they lived in different states. I didn't just keep them in one state. So, but she didn't. When I did take her to California, she was younger, so she didn't really get to experience the LA lifestyle. But she did live in LA. Okay, and she did live in Texas. After the storm, Hurricane Katrina, but somehow she ended up back in New Orleans, and this is her life. Okay, so I keep her prayed up. If she was a boy, if I had a son down there, nah, but my sons was down there in New Orleans, boo, I couldn't even sleep or rest because I know it gets gangster, it gets real. So I wouldn't recommend nobody's sons living down there. And I always told my sons, and I'm glad they listen to their mama and they're not rebellious and they know everything I'm telling them is for their own good and purpose, okay? And even their dad was like, get up out this city. I don't want you to. I'm not gonna lose my son to the city of New Orleans. Okay, so both of my sons is here, doing their own thing. They don't bug me for nothing. They ain't in trouble, And one of them doing his own little box truck business. He's doing his own thing, paying his own bills. My other one doing his own thing. That's the one that I be keeping my little grandbaby. His dad lives in New Orleans also, but he goes back and forth to see his dad. You know, stuff like that. So he is well rounded. But I'm going to have a blast, if I do go Mardi Gras, and I think I'm going to go. I want to go ahead on and go just to have some fun, just to get away because I have not been nowhere in a long time. And, I don't want to be a part of everything, but I am going to get out and do some things, And too bad that the Saints team is sucking right now. Even Dallas team is sucking right now. You know what I'm saying? So we really don't have too many teams to root for right now. Okay. So with that being said, the city is dead. There's not a lot of activities going on with the 504 events and occasions and stuff like that because what you going out and representing a losing team for. So people just staying home now. They go get their little food meals, their little crawfish and all that, and they come back home with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not even into the football stuff like that. But baby, this is my opportunity to go with my sister and bro and to get out, and I want to be getting out with them a lot, because I am free. I'm not bound to no job or nothing like that. I can get up and move and travel if I feel like going. I'm not going to be a part of a whole lot of things, but I do want to go back home to and I may see my daughter and my granddaughter down there. See what I'm saying? I haven't seen them in years, okay? Because they so bound to New Orleans, that city got them bound to where they just think that's the only place on earth and there's nothing better. So her sitting there telling my sister in the club that she was moving here. Why you lie to your auntie like that, girl? I know you're not moving here. you know. So that's my oldest daughter, but but I keep her prayed up. And I'm thanking God that she's a girl that's being stubborn to want to stay there in that city and not none of my boys staying down there saying, oh, no, I ain't leaving my city. Because there's some boys like that. They're like, oh, I ain't leaving my city. I'm going to die here. I ain't going nowhere. Ain't nobody going, you know? So I'm glad I don't have the boys that were stubborn. I'm so glad that they got the hell about that city because you will lose your son, you will lose your boys to that city if you keep them down there, okay? Now, girls, they may get away a little bit if they're not really dealing with these knuckleheads and these thugs, you know what I'm saying? But most of these thugs is what's getting these girls caught up and lined up too and getting their head split, wide open, okay, to the white meat. So we have to be cautious about that. But yes, I'm going to have a blast. I'm going to book me a nice suite and even if he don't go, because we're not gonna do no flip flopping, and we're not gonna when it's time for me to do stuff and do things. It's no time to be sleeping. It's no time. I want the same energy. I want you to get up, get dressed. Let's roll. Let's pack up the goddamn Dolce Gabbana bags and let's roll. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, let's go travel because I mean, in a minute we might not be able to do nothing. In a minute with 2025, so I'm glad everything's happening in the beginning of 2025. But no, I'm still gonna be watching my surroundings because y'all already seen with the second lines and everything down there. You know, but I don't want him to get spooked out and scared because whether he go or not, I'm going because I ain't got nothing holding me back. I don't have to tell the job that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to tell the job that. So even if he don't go, I will go by myself. I'm gonna go. So I'm going to get out because I have not traveled. I have not been nowhere. My sister and them been to the Bahamas, to the Dominican Republic, been all over in Jamaica, every goddamn on thing in the blue waters. I'm not just gonna be sitting around wasting life. You know, you still want to have fun and do things, but you want to be safe, and you always want to stay prayed up. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray all day, all night, every day I'm there, because I know, what I'm saying, how it goes down. I know when they see me, even though I'm born and raised and from there, they're gonna think I'm not even from there because how I roll and how I look now, it's like we look different from the people that's actually there. What I'm saying? Even though, but it's just something about the water. It's something about in their food that's making them, not they don't have that glow, they don't have that shine no more. You know what I'm saying? So when we go down there, they be like, oh, where you from? You ain't from here. We ain't never seen you. Yeah, because I've been gone last 15, 20 years, baby. So yeah, I look like fresh meat to you. You know what I'm saying? So this what my other peep said when she went down there against her husband's will. She went down there. The other little crazy broad, you know. She was like, that's what they were telling her. But she born and raised in New Orleans, born and raised, but our dress code different, we're different. We may have that accent, but it's on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Some people have to really listen to me talk, okay, to even hear the accent come out. Okay, so I'm going to get with my sis and my bro. Like I said, it's just going to be something, this one time I'm going to do because I want to get out and do something. I've just been sitting around, just racking my brains, uh, working on stuff day in and day night, and really not getting a break. Okay, and some of these major trips that they take, you know, hey, I'm going to get out and have fun because this is what you have to do in your relationship. And they've been married 16 years, but guess what? They're always together. They're traveling. They're doing things. Okay. They're keeping their relationship fresh, fresh. Okay. Yes, they may have their ups and downs. No relationship is perfect. Okay. And this is another thing. You just can't keep jumping into relationship to after relationship because in a relationship you get in, you're gonna have some issue with that person or how they go or something's gonna start irritating you. It may not be right off, but eventually, okay, eventually that person may start irritating you. So, but you just have to know what you want to deal with. You have to know what you want to deal with, but you don't want to be sitting around wasting life, wasting time. You definitely want to put God first in everything because, see, this is what the enemy do. He wants people with a prayerless lifestyle. So everything I do, I have to pray about it and ask God, look, God, if it's in your will. And like I told my ex, because he was telling me, well, about marriage, but I'm like, well, that's far fetched right now because, but he was telling me, well, look, God is, working with me, and I said, yeah, he probably is working with you because I've been praying for you too, because, when you have past traumas and stuff that you dealt with, from your family issues, and then you trying to start a relationship, and the reason for your anger and your insecurities, is all stemming from your upbringing, then it's a major problem and issue. So when you're dealing with this, you have to take that up in prayer. You can't go to the person because 9 times out of 10, it's not that person, it's the demons in the person, okay? So, yes, you have to pray for your marriage, you got to pray for your relationship, you got to keep it covered in the blood because Satan wants to destroy it. He does not want perfect union. He don't want to see nobody married. He don't want to see people bear kids. And if any women out here that's struggling to bear kids, you're having constant miscarriages, that's a spiritual thing going on with you. Okay? It's a spirit, it's a demon that does not want you to bear kids and be fruitful. Okay? And the moment these people turn their lives around and give themselves to Christ and get away from as much sin as possible, and see, sexual sin is what's taking a lot of people down into that demonic road. That's one of the sins that allows Satan in. It's a portal. Okay, sexual sin. So this is why I try to feed myself educational things. What's going on in the world? You know, demons in people, how people acting. So if you want things to work, you have to stay prayed out. And like I told him, I was like, look, before we even think about a marriage, anything like that, boo, because yeah, I don't want to live in sin and I don't want to die in sin. And my thing is to get totally out of sin. But at the same time, I'm not going to rush into another marriage that's going to fail, because the marriage is supposed to be a lifetime thing. I don't want to be walking down the altar and then, 10 years down the line, we ready to throw in the towel, you know? So it's a lot of things that, people harbor, people want to live in the past, and which the past is not doing us no good right now. So, yes, marriage is in the future, but it's a work in progress. But like I said, prayer works. Prayer works, it works, but we have to not just be jumping in and out of situations and relationships, because had I did that, there's no way in the world my marriage would last 16 years. Okay, it's no way, no way. And matter of fact, November was our anniversary, was our 17-year anniversary. Okay, because the divorce is still not final yet, but I'm still getting things worked out in that area because I know. And one thing about these men, now I left you 7 months ago. Do you think he's trying to get a divorce? You know, do you think he's telling these women, look, well, I'm still married. I have to get a divorce because, my ex, he tells me, well, look, when you get divorced, these women got to pressure these men. Don't let them sit there and just be holding on to a marriage and y'all not together, boo. It don't even make sense. So, yeah, mine pressured me all the goddamn time about it. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, but like I say, it's not, it's not a, it's not a thing that, hey, as soon as that happened, me, you finna go run down the goddamn aisle. No, because you still got things you gotta fix, and I'm still praying for you, for your deliverance. And because no, I don't want another failed marriage. I want somebody I can trust. I want somebody that don't have trust issues. I want somebody that don't have insecurity issues. So let God keep working with you. And if it's like I said, if it's in God's will, because everything is in God's will, you know, I'm not the determinator of that. Okay? I only know what I seek and what I want and what I'm not going to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And yes, he watched the videos all the time. He got on my came and told me, oh well, you was talking to some man. Okay, well look, I have subscribers. I have people that talk to me, boo. Okay, do Jay-Z get mad at Beyonce, and do Offset get mad at Cardi B when she's on her live, and with all her boobs and everything showing on her? No, so we have to get our security levels up. You know, It's just not that type of party, So, no, I'm not gonna go for it and do that when we already having issues already. I don't give a darn if I divorced or not. I'm not finna step into nothing else when I see it's an issue already, you know? So yeah, God's working with you and he's working with me. And like I told him yesterday, I was like, look, you need to start putting God first before everything because see, all you want to do is wild into wickedness, wicked things. You want to steal, harbor, and live in the past. You still don't want to take accountability. Hell no, I'm not going to marry you. God is really going to have to touch you and strike you down to the ground and give you a new spirit. So I told him, ask God to create a new spirit in you. Ask God to heal the past traumas from your mama abandoning you, from your mama turning her back on you after 6, 7 years, because they were such mad haters because we got together and you finally got a woman that had a little worth and value because you've been dealing with nothing females, but they was happy with that. Long as he was with the nothing females, the non-attractive females, they was all happy with that. But see, the minute I stepped on the scene, that's the minute his family went to it. Okay? That's the moment when the envy, the jealousy, and everything. Because see, some people don't want you to get they're not used to seeing you getting that type of love and affection. They're not used to it. They're used to you just having failed everything. You know what I'm saying? So when they saw that and they saw he had a good looking woman, they could not handle it. Okay, so this man had not talked to his mom in probably about 6 years now. Okay, haven't talked to his sisters, siblings in 6 years because they all got mad and jealous. Now, had I been an unattractive female, or a female with the LGBTQ blah blah zazu gadzoo, oh, you know, if I was one of them old twisted females, oh, they'd have been, oh yeah. But don't pull up on the scene looking good these days, baby. Don't pull up on the scene because you're going to get hatred. You're going to get hatred. And a lot of love you get is going to be fake love. A lot of love you get going to be fake love. They're going to smile and laugh and be envious and jealous and looking for the worst, for the first witchcraft doctor to cast spells on you so they can take you down. So I'm at this point in my life right now. If a person don't want to get right, and I'm not gonna let nobody take me from my walk either with Christ, because I feel like Satan uses other people to take me from where I need to be going. But I'm still praying on that. But no, I don't want to live in sin. I know what God said. Yes, marriage, but when it happens, it's not going to be no divorce. You know, And when it happened, we got to get delivered so he can yell marriage to his dang on balls fall out his pants. I'm not going to walk across no stage with you until I see you as serious about God and putting God first. Because like I told him, yes, God has a mighty work for you. You know God. You know God. You got the spirit of God on you, but Satan is intervening in it because he don't want to see something good. I say, do you think he want this relationship to work? He wants this to fail too, baby. That's the whole motive. That's the whole plot. And it don't matter to me which way it go. But what I do know is I'm not gonna deal with nobody that's gonna allow Satan to keep working and messing up something good. Because I don't mind going and being alone. Okay, I ain't looking for no goddamn man, no man. Because right now it's too goddamn scary. Right now, you don't know what you're dealing with. You don't know, you piss these men off or say the wrong goddamn thing, your goddamn head might be knocked off. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't want to be in that situation because I already know. I'm going to build a case upon you so I can have a defense for myself. You feel me? So when you're in these situations, you got to, and see, my next relationship, I may have some hidden cameras. Get you some hidden cameras put up, they won't never know. And when they get to acting a fool and acting stupid, you can have documentation. Well, look, this man's abusive, this man's that. Because if you don't, and you take his head off, even though he didn't beat you up or did you dirty, they still gonna come haul you off in custody and take you to jail. So you always want to have a defense, but a lot of these men want to line you up, you know, they do all the dirt and want to come for you, with the abuse and stuff, and then when you take their head off, the law enforcement look at you like, oh, they want to throw, these charges up on you. Don't know you was fighting for your life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I might have some hidden cameras and some plants and every goddamn thing. Because you know what? You don't know what you're dealing with. That's why I said you got to get to know people. Yeah, I want to piss a man off because I want to see how far I can take you. How far would you go? Do you have self-control? Because self-control is baby, look, a serious deal. 'Cause a lot of people move by words, and if I was moved by words, a lot of people head be knocked off right now. If I was moved by words, a lot of heads would be knocked off. So I don't even worry about words, but yeah, my words sting like a bee. My words gonna make you want to take my head off because the tongue is a powerful weapon and it cuts like a sword, boo. You feel me? So a lot of people, they want to dip into the kitchen and they want to get into the ring. You feel me? They want to get into the mix and ring with me, and then they see, hey, it's too hot in that kitchen and they can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? So they want to react. You feel me? But when you react, then it's of the devil too. It's all a work of the devil because that reaction may make you do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? He hits you, you may go off and take his head off or put a dagger in his back or anything on thing. You ain't got no proof of it. Laws come out, your word against it. You know what I'm saying? So you want to build up a case when you're dealing with abusive men because if you got a man stalking you and doing this and doing that, look, somebody got to go. Somebody got to go because I'm not going to live in fear. I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to make sure I can walk. I want to build a case. I want to have everything documented because he crossed that path in any kind of way that's going to be harmful to me. I'm going to put my life first, okay? And 9 times out of 10, if you got everything documented, but look, this is what he did me. Every time he beat you up, black your eye, call the law. Get it on paper. Get it on paper because one day he going to line you up and take you out. You see women get gunned down by these men? This is why you got to stay strapped. Keep your heat on you. You're going to meet up with them, keep your strap on you, boo. Don't let your guards down. And one thing about it, don't have that strap too close to him. If you're going to point it, make sure he's not in arm reach where he can take it from you. Okay? So we got to open our eyes up to all this bull crap, in this world, baby. Because right now, it's no love. It is no love, okay? And a lot of people walking. I was looking at another story. Lady just married this man, and he offed her. Okay, just walk down the aisle with her. So don't listen to that love stuff. Cause right now, that word they can just erase it, scratch it. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Look, okay. Nobody loves you. Okay. Seek Christ. He's the way, the truth, and the light. What time is it? 2:24. I got a few more minutes to be on here. You know what I'm saying? So back to these men in the closet, you know what I'm saying? They want to come out. They want to be dirty and sneaky and devious. But nobody wants you to run up in no buttholes and then coming up, laying up with you. You know? No woman in her right mind want that. And now all you want to do is oh, I'm sorry. And you want me to stay with you, but sometimes you cannot even leave these men. You know, if you do, you got to do it in silence. You can't sit there, and say, look, I'm leaving. Like, see, I'm so bold, I would say it. You know what I'm saying? Had I had one of these crazy men, they would have off me or I was going to off them. So that's a very scary thing for me because I already know I'm going to put you in the dirt if it ever come down to my life and yours. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to start building cases on them. That way, hey, you'll have your defense, get you a nice little piece of heat, and be ready for whatever, you know what I'm saying? But have it documented, because you know what? You be the one get lined up and go to jail. You be the one get lined up and go to jail, you know what I'm saying? For defending yourself against abusive narcissists. You know what I'm saying? No, we ain't doing that. I tell you, I don't want you no more. We ain't working out. You ain't moving right. We ain't working out. Let's just let it go. Why I got to end this murder? You know what I'm saying? Why we just can't, okay, look. We tried, you know what I'm saying? Salute. Hope the next relationship be better for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to let it go. That's just how serious I am about this bull crap. I'm not trying to hold on to nothing that don't want to be kept. You don't want to be kept, I'm gonna kick you back out there into the sea with them water spirits, boo, that's coming out to get everybody. I'm gonna kick you right up in the sea and let you go get something demonic up out of it. Is that what you're fishing for? You're fishing for something very demonic, boo. So don't chase after nobody that don't want to be kept. Don't beg them. They don't want to be kept. Let them go. It may be for your benefit. It may be for a great cause. Okay? Let them go. We can't be scared to let go. I let go of a 16-year marriage. You know, we're 17 years now because we still, in the process. But hey, I have to let it go. Because when people start moving different and they're not, putting you first in value, you got to cut it off. You know, so marriage is yeah, I'm going to get remarried again, but it's got to be when God said it's time. I don't want to move in my time. I don't want to do all that moving off of that false pretense, bull crap, all that first meeting in the relationship. No, let's get to know each other, and maybe 2 years down the line, we'll see where it's at. But past 2 years, I don't plan on being with no man past 2 years and not married. Okay, you're not finna waste my time. I'm not finna waste yours because I can be by myself. Okay, and then I don't have to worry about uh, going against God's will with sexual sin, fornication, adultery, none of that. Okay, I'll just shut it down, put a padlock on it. Okay, it's just that simple because I'm not thirsty for it and I'm not chasing after it. That's not my main focus because guess what? All it's doing is sending folks to hell. All it's doing is sending folks to the dang on clinic. All it's doing is destroying people's homes and lives, you know? So all this stuff is the work of the devil. When you see these women half naked on these Instagrams and everywhere you go, you can't even scroll and look on there, You can't even scroll. You can't look up food recipes. You got butt and tits. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's the work of the devil because they want to poison your man's mind and get him to want these things and lusting after women that's probably got all kinds of stuff going on with them because they laying up with every goddamn thing because they're attention seekers and ain't nobody to be seeking after, looking after, none of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they do. And that's what a lot of them, even my husband, he pops on Instagram. Sometimes, you'll walk past, how people just move their phone, yeah. They play with the Instagram thoughts, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Look, it is what it is. This is just the world we living in. But long as they got the social media going on and you ain't prayed up, you ain't got your marriage prayed up, it may fail. One of them Instagram models may get a hold to them. Somebody with big old butt and big old tits and ain't got nothing else to offer but that. He may want to get his rocks off one time. He may want to risk it all for one night. You know what I'm saying? So this is what they get. And then the majority of them, when they leave or separate from the one that they had, they end up running into some bull crap. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a ripple effect, baby, ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? Been there, done that, been there, done that, been there, done that. I already know how the game goes. That's why people can't run game on me. They can't play with me. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I roll solo. This is why I don't have no friends. And this is why I don't even want people around me like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very cautious. You know, you're not finna lure me into bed. You're not finna do none of that demonic bull crap. You know what I'm saying? So, by these men here, living a dream. Living a false dream. They want their cake, they want to eat it too. You know? Also, they want that boy Badussi, you know. You find a man, want to go up in your rear end, you got to look at him with a side eye. Why you want the rear end? Because guess what? That is not of God. That is not made for that, okay? That is for waste products, okay? To be excreted from your body and to remove toxins, okay? And anyway, it is nasty, it's disgusting, and this is a reason why it's a lot of illnesses and diseases out here because people mixing poop with everything else, with all kind of other fluids, and it's just too much going on out here. People don't value their bodies, their lives. Everybody just moving in the flesh. They want it and they want it right now. You know? It's just one of them things. It's like the roll of the damn dice. You know? It's like the roll of the dice. But right now, don't be deceived, baby. Don't be deceived by that man, like this man here with don't be deceived, baby. Because most of these men that look like that got mental issues, okay? Stay off the date lines, date sites, because right now it's people on there passing the gangster. It's men on there lining women up, women getting their throats slit. It was another lady lost her, but she didn't lose her life, thank God. But she picked up these rejects on these dating apps, POF being one. You're not gonna pick up nothing on here on them dating sites. These people are rejects that people threw back out there that nobody really wanted. Okay, and when they had something good, they misused it and they abused it and they lost it. So now they got throw it back out there in the sea, like I had to do. I had to just throw it back out there, like okay, bam. You feel me? Because this is not that important to me no more because it's not benefiting me. It's not profiting me. You know? So no. So a lot of things have to be put in place and always remember, however you start out in a relationship and how it's going to end. So if you don't set boundaries and rules in the beginning, this is what you gotta deal with. You know? So I don't know where this journey is going. All I know is I'm praying, you know. Uh, and the only way I would walk across the aisle with him is he would have really have I would really have to see him, God touch him in a mighty way, and seeing him not focusing on bull crap and focusing on God and putting God in front of everything. Because most of these men, they can't teach you nothing, but when you try to teach them something, they want to be rebellious and rejects towards it and they want to deflect. But no, baby, this is not the time for that. I don't have time for it because I'm happy alone. I can be alone. As long as I got God, He gives me peace, and that's all I need. I don't need the headaches of a relationship. I don't need a person in a relationship that's mixed up, confused, mind jacked up. You know what I'm saying? Away from God, no prayer life. No. Some people just need to wake up and just pray. I don't care if y'all hold hands. Like I told him, I don't care if we hold hands and say I for a prayer, but not right now. I'm not even worried about it right now. Right now, let me get my little deal set, off the table. You know, I got to fix what I got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So right now, you spitting this, but you're not really acting like that type of material for me. You know? So yeah, you can spit all this you love, yeah, but like I said, love don't mean nothing to me because I want to see it. Okay, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see you speaking it. Now, unless you're putting it with action, then I can accept it. But till then, don't expect that. And he probably gonna watch this video. He probably gonna. Well, y'all, okay, that's fine. You can watch my videos. You can do whatever because everything I'm speaking on is real life deal. You know, I'm not on here chasing after no man. I'm not on here doing nothing because you know what? I already have enough problems already. I have enough problems. Okay? I left one problem and went to another one, which I already knew he had a mental issue, and I already knew it probably was not going to be gone because some things need prayer, you know? So, yeah, marriage, definitely, because I'm marriage material. There's no way I will ever be just a girlfriend or my old lady. No, ma'am. No, sir. Not I, boo. Okay? So, with that being said, we just gonna, keep it that way. But don't think you're finna waste my time and walk across the stage, boo, and think I'm gonna be your wife and think you're gonna be acting like this. No, sir. Because if you don't trust me now, don't think marriage gonna change any goddamn thing. Okay? If you got insecurity issues because you're so scared, or we was like, oh, you might pick up and just go back to your husband. Baby, if I wanted to go back to him, boo, I would have done that. It's been 7 months since we've been separated with no contact. So, baby, if I wanted to get back with him, he's not hard to reach. He's not hard to find. I know where all his locations. I know all his hangouts. So he's not hard to find, boo. I got people numbers that is actively in touch with him. If I want his number or him to have mine, all I got to do is pick up the phone call and say, look, holler at your boy, tell him holler at me. No, it's none of that, boo. Because when I walked out on it, I already said, you will never hear from me again. And I meant that because, baby, no. You feel me? You played me once, I may let you have a second chance, but baby, no. Ain't too many chances going down like that. So he probably out here spinning his wheels right now. But that's his problem right now. All I could do is forgive him how he did me and didn't value what we had and didn't put us first. He put man first, you know what I'm saying? And he lost something good in the end. You know what I'm saying? He lost something good in the end. You know what I'm saying? But his homies, they still in their long-term marriages, 15 years, 14 years, 26 years, 30 years, you know what I'm saying? They still in their marriages, you know what I'm saying? But hey, the enemy took years from him because I'm not that broad that just gotta stay there. Some of these broads, they just gotta stay there. They don't have other options, you know what I'm saying? But no, I don't have to stay there. And that's why they don't like me. That's why they envy me. You know what I'm saying? That's why they think, oh, I need to stay in my place as a woman. But no, I don't mind when a man stay in his place and handle his business as a man that will allow me to stay in my femininity. You know what I'm saying? But no, as long as I gotta be teaching and schooling and preaching and doing all this here, no, you're gonna hear it. You don't want to hear it. It's just so easy for you to just go find somebody else and move on. The options is out here for you, baby. You know, I'm not the only option, baby. You know, I'm not the only option, but you'll never find one like me and with a heart like mine, okay, and as dedicated as I am, boo, okay. But yeah, I'm willing to let it go because I already know what you're gonna get out here. You're gonna spin your wheels and spin your wheels and spin your wheels. You're gonna find yourself with somebody you don't want to be with, like you was before, somebody that you didn't want to really be with. You was just there to pass time. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. And these women just think they got it going on. They think they just had the chance of a lifetime. They're just gonna stay there forever. No, it was just all to kill time. Put a ninja playing with you. The ninja playing with you. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's what they do. They let ninjas play with them. But I'm not letting mine play with me. And if they ever feel like they can, then they can tear their ass any day because I'm that broad that don't care about being alone. I'm that broad. My confidence level is so good and stupid to it won't even affect me. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, a man is not hard to get. It's getting the right man. You feel me? That's the problem. Okay? It's getting the right one. Okay? You can go pick up any piece of garbage, trash out here in the street. All these demonic men, like I told them, all these men is demonic. They ain't got no prayer life. They're away from God. They have no leadership skills. They have nothing going on of value. Okay? All they got is what's between their legs, hanging and swinging. This is all they have to offer. This is all they can give you. Okay? The moment I meet one that can pour into me, yeah, he may be that one. Okay? When I got one, I ain't got to keep educating and schooling and giving the game to. Yeah, he may be that one. But I ain't finna be spinning my wheels trying to find out. I ain't finna be going through 99 of them finding out because I ain't got that time anyway. Shit, I ain't trying to be playing with these niggas. Guess what? Sometimes it takes years to get to know a person. You know, some people hide their demons and skeletons for years, and you be with them like, God dang, how did I miss that? But the signs was there. But you was blinded by infatuation. You was blinded by love. You was blinded. So you didn't see. You didn't see. But most of these men, yeah, a woman should respect her man and do all that if he's that type of man for that to be done. But a lot of these men, they want so much out of a woman. The woman got to work, still come home, cook, clean, and the man just want to work and come home and do nothing and expect you to do every goddamn thing. Pick up behind him, clean up. You know what I'm saying? It just be too much. You know, Even if you had a full-time job, you still gotta come home. They're still expecting meals. They still expecting you to clean up, you know? So and like I told them, baby, look, it's just not even on the table right now. I'm praying right now. I'm steady praying. That's all I'm doing, praying. Because right now, I'm giving it to God. And when I see like the devil gets into him still, because he still somehow have to go back to the past, and this is where we fail at. And as long as he's not bringing that up, the relationship is good. But if this keep going on, and if you're listening, boo boo, if that keep going on, that past bull crap, and living in 2017 and 2018, then yes, it's not gonna work. Because right now I don't need the added stress in my life. You know what I'm saying? I need people to move forward, get from their past traumas, because you want to harbor on, I left you. Yeah, I left you for a purpose and a reason. Okay? No woman walks out on a man just for no mere coincidence. Okay? The ninja had not been doing what he had to be doing. You was causing a ruckus. You was just being a damn jerk, a narcissistic ass fool. Okay? And that's why I walked out on you. Okay? And when the moment that you can hold yourself accountable, player, then things will work out fine. But long as you are pointing the finger at the other party and not holding yourself accountable, boo, it won't go nowhere. Okay? It won't go nowhere because I refuse to do it. So if you want this, then you have to show it, not just say, okay? I'm not moving by that. I'm moving by action right now. Okay, what is he doing different? What has he done different? Right now, nothing. You know, See a little change, but Satan somehow gets him to talk about the past again. So we just want to see where it goes. But right now, like I told him, baby, look, marriage is not gonna change nothing. We can go get married the minute that drop. It's not gonna change your past traumas. Okay? See, my past traumas and stuff, I'm kind of over that, and I didn't have no mommy issues and nothing like that, my mom was around. But some of these people, and like I told them, you don't have to make amends with your mom or whatever. You don't have to call it. You got to do nothing, because they walked out on you, because, me and you got together and all that, and they could not stand my sexy butt. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't stand it. They were used to these booger bats he had. You know what I'm saying? These booger bats they pick up, It's like this is all they can get. You be the best thing they can get. So, it caused that division. But, he respected that when I did tell him that, but no, don't. Even though your mom did you dirty, and that's something she gonna have to live with for the rest of her life. And I'm hoping she don't go to her grave and don't make amends either. You know what I'm saying? Because yes, I think she sucked as a mom. She caused her kids a lot of trauma. She cursed her kids. Her kids is cursed, and it is what it is. You know, she's not that kind of mom that's gonna reach out. She's that kind of mom that's just gonna hold grudges. What mom don't call her son in 5, 6 years all because of nothing? Nothing really happened. And then he had just gave her a couple $100 the day she kicked him to the goddamn curb. You know what I'm saying? Wicked. You can't even trust your own mama. She turned her back, you know what I'm saying? Never talked to him again, you know? So it's just things like that, This is why you don't put your trust in nobody but God, because your own family would do you dirty. His own brother, his own sister, okay? His own mama, his own daughter, okay? And his daughter, if you ever listen to these videos, yes, he wants a DNA test on you, boo. He wants a DNA test, okay? And when he was asking you years ago for a DNA test, and see, this is the thing here. A lot of people get offended by, let me see, because I can't see no. People get offended by DNA tests. It's nothing wrong with getting a DNA test knowing that a child is yours. I don't care if you're 30 years old. If he wants a DNA test because he felt like your mama was, doing some more stuff, give him a DNA test. What are y'all hiding? So he may not even have a daughter. We're just gonna say that allegedly. Because when someone wants a DNA test, if you don't have nothing to hide, then you're gonna do everything that you can do to make sure you prove that this child is yours. So she felt like, well, she's 30 something years old. Why you want a DNA test now? But boo, boo, boo. You don't look like him. Let's start there. You don't look like him. The way you act, like you said, you don't even act like you would be a daughter to him. Okay? He only got one child, but yeah, she don't act like a daughter to him. She's an envious, jealous girl. She was jealous of me too, because her mom didn't look like me, and then me and him got together, and her mom couldn't stand next to me, and neither did her. You know, all I did was try to, show her love, but baby, look, I ain't got to mess with you. Trust that. I don't need no step kids. Don't want none. And I wouldn't even date a man with no little bitty kids. Okay? I wouldn't even date none. You got little bitty babies in elementary school and baby mamas and all that. I wouldn't even deal with you. So, baby, but she's 30 something years old, but boo, don't act like you boo boo, because you might not even be his. And we want that DNA test ASAP. ASAP. Set it up. Set it up. It's a place right over here in Dallas. Y'all can go down there and get swabbed and see if you his daughter. Okay? Let's clear the air. Let's start clearing up some of this stuff. Because we have to start giving these men DNA tests when they want them. Because if you're refusing a DNA test, what is your mom hiding? What are you hiding? Okay? Let's do it. Okay? Let's do it. All right? So, a lot of people is just wicked. That's why I said you don't have to do nothing. Because when he introduced us, baby, she act like, and he tried to, make us her baby, and she act like she was touching somebody with leprosy or some shit. Baby, look, the way you look, little girl, you is not all that, and you is terrible, okay? Your body build, everything. And I'm not supposed to be talking about you, but don't ever sit there and think you all that, boo, because you're not. And then your mama was allegedly kissing her cousin and having hickeys on his neck. This is why the man wanted a DNA test. He said he been wanting a damn DNA test, and he should have been got a DNA test a long time ago when your mama came around with hickeys on her neck from her own goddamn cousin. So now we got incest running in the goddamn family. Okay? So no, all he wanted was a DNA test, and you being an adult, you don't ask no questions. Because if my dad asked me, baby, look, let's go get a DNA test. I want to know too what mom been up to. Okay, so don't take that. But yeah, she took offense to it, so that kind of like broke them back up again. You know what I'm saying? But she kind of the ones that she only want to be around to use him for what he can do for the grandkids, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she don't want him to have no grandparent time. Okay, he's not good enough to keep the kids or watch the kids, but he's good enough to spend his money. Some people like that. So no, baby. So, like I said, just pray for them. Tell God to forgive them, for they know not what they did or what they do. Some people don't know, what they battling with, but they don't have to like me, because I'm not here for nobody like me. You ain't got to like me. Just don't mess with me, and I won't mess with you. You feel me? Keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to deal with me. I don't love you. You don't love me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no love for you. I only got the love of Christ. That's the only love that you need to have for humans or anybody. It's the love of Christ. Okay? I see you down there with your head knocked off or split open. I may do CPR on you. You know what I'm saying? I may try to save your life. Love of Christ. But I don't have to be in your mix, because see, you can't trust people. And once they show you who they are, you dang on sure can't trust them. Once they show you who they really are, you dang sure can't trust them. Okay? So when people show me who they are, I ain't too comfortable around you or with you no more. I'm gonna take you out in just a second, baby. Just give me a minute to end this and wrap this up. 'Cause it's time for me to get me something to eat. But yeah, y'all just keep y'all eyes open. Stop chasing after. Stop being so quick to jump in bed. Because right now, 2025 is going to be a really crazy, crazy year. Like they said, these water spirits are coming out of the sea. These spirits are coming out of the sea. Okay? So a lot of people's gonna have a lot of things going on, but it's some major things gonna go on this year. And all we can do is stay prayed up and be ready for it. Okay? I don't know. But all I know is some stuff that in these places and high places, we don't know what's the plot. And I'm supposed to be hearing like something supposed to be happening New Year's. I don't know, but we will see. You know. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I will be back tomorrow and share some other stories. I'm gonna look up some other things too. Some of these stories is really crazy, okay? All right. You can't take people serious these days. Don't think you know somebody. Don't think somebody say they love you and you fall for it. Oh, I love her. I love him. Oh, I love the kids. Don't fall for that okie doke. Also, another thing, if you feel like you're being tracked or traced, because I've heard this through the YouTube streets, sometimes people put GPS trackers underneath your car. Okay? Sometimes they put GPS trackers underneath your car. You would have to go to a shop and see if there's a GPS tracker underneath your car, not inside, underneath. I've seen it on movies where people do stuff like that. They go right up under there, go to your car, go right up underneath it, and place that device. Okay? So if anybody feel like they're being tracked, stalked, that's where you should look. And also, license plates numbers, baby. People can get your address with license plate numbers. Okay, I've done it. I done looked up a license plate number and took me right to who the car belonged to and the address. Okay, so yeah, people can get your that and go right on there and find you. Okay, so you just have to be real cautious and real careful. But yeah, GPS trackers, they put them underneath the cars. They can track your location, track where you are. I've seen it on these stories, but the men got the women lined up and all this old bull crap. They had GPS trackers, knew a location, knew every goddamn thing. So we have to look there up underneath the car. Okay? And then for future references, don't deal with trash. Peace out.